This is the story of how I lost money to a multi-level marketing company in Uganda. I thought I would never tell this to anyone, but the reality is, in 2020 I lost money. Not to robbers, not to thieves, but to a company that promised to be life-changing to me. And the person who introduced me to this company was the person who made me to believe that this opportunity would make me rich in a short time. Back in 2020, I was still in high school. I had just joined A-level. When the pandemic came, the COVID-19, schools were shut down. They told us to go back home until further notice by the president. I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. Though I didn't have much responsibilities, I needed money. I needed financial freedom. Just like any other young person, we need quick money. It was in that mindset that my former O-level classmate reached out to me via a phone call and told me about the opportunity he had landed that was paying him very well. He said he was working with a Filipinos multi-level marketing company. In fact, he didn't say openly that it was a multi-level marketing company. He said he was working with a Filipinos company which deals in herbal medicine. He told me, due to the various departments in the company, they are in need of many workers, so they were hiring workers. They were looking for people to work with. This guy went ahead to pose a question to me. Are you willing? Do you have time to take this opportunity? And he asked me that question knowing I was home. I was supposed to be at school, but schools were closed. So he was sure that I had time and I would take the opportunity. So I didn't hesitate. I said yes. If the opportunity is available, I'm also available for it. And from there, he invited me to go to his workplace. Then I went there with my mattress and bed sheets. I remember I reached there at around 5 p.m. in the evening. We met and he told me he would take me to the office to see the bosses the following day. I said no problem. And the following day came. We went there. The office he was talking about, where he took me, was not even an office. It was not an office. It was a huge hall. And this is where new entrants would be introduced into the company. New entrants would be oriented from here. And reaching there, I found other people, other new entrants, because I remember we are like 30 in number, the new entrants. And the people who were introducing us to the company, when I looked at how they were dressed up, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't even think that they are lying. What they are telling us, they were lying. Because I found ladies and gentlemen dressed in expensive suits, ladies dressed in expensive dresses. They had sprayed themselves perfumes of high fragrance, and the entire hall was smelling like, the smell in the entire hall was just sweet. Like I said, it was very hard for someone like me to believe that these people didn't have money. It was hard for me to believe that they were lying, they are not rich, because they say first impression matters. So according to the first impression that I saw, my mind told me directly that these people, I think they have made it in life. And if my friend has invited me to something that has made these people be like this, I'm actually blessed. And so they went ahead to teach us how money would be made in the company. They told us that to make money, you have to recruit your friends, you have to recruit other people into the company. They told us there is no limit on the amount of money you can make per month. They really promised us that if we join, we are going to become rich in a short period of time. Because the money they were talking in 20 millions of money, 30 millions, 40 millions, etc. They told us that we only need 1.2 million shillings to join. And one of them made a statement that stuck in my mind, and this statement was, if you don't join now, you are going to regret your entire life. You will find your fellows already driving themselves. And that statement felt simple, but the more I thought about it, the harder it became for me to ignore it. It was a trap. That single statement imparted fear in my mind, and I started thinking that if I don't do the needful and find that 1.2 million shillings to join, I'm about to miss something that is life-changing. But still, I had doubt in my mind. I started asking myself questions, but still I failed to get the answers to these questions. I asked myself, why does this thing seem so easy like this? Is this thing even legal in the country? Since I was double-minded, one heart of mine was telling me, man, you are going to miss something huge. Don't overthink. Because of the excitement from the promises they had made to us while in the orientation room, in the orientation hall, I couldn't believe in my doubts and my feelings. The reality, my doubts and feelings were telling me. And by the fact that I was taken by someone with whom I used to sit on the same desk in the classroom, my classmate, And this person was confirming to me that he was earning the money, and his colleagues were also earning the money, because he went an extra mile to tell me that he had started purchasing land in his village. I said, what? What a big chance this is. And besides that, I was young, so using common sense was also hard, because the red flags were there that these are scammers. Nothing went wrong immediately. I thought I had discovered a short route to success, a chance that even the elders, adults around there had not yet discovered. The amount they asked from us didn't seem small to me, especially for a high school student like me back then. Good enough, I had cultivated 2 acres of maize. Some people call it corn. It was stocked at home. What I did, I called at home and told them they should sell it for me and send me the money via mobile money. They did exactly that. They sold and sent me the money. Though something inside me whispered doubt, I ignored that and took the risk. Thereafter, I was added to WhatsApp groups where other members were sharing screenshots of their earnings and messages about their successes. I thought I had joined something meaningful and would change my life. A few moments later, unusual things started to emerge. Something that felt fine in the beginning, things started to change. The signs came slowly. Conversations that would avoid details, questions that didn't have clear answers, and a subtle pressure of recruiting other members so as to earn from the company. Since recruiting other people was the only way available to earn money, I asked myself, how can I recruit someone into something whereby to earn money you have to recruit others? What if I recruit those people and for them they fail to recruit other people? How are they going to recover their money? Won't they call me the scammer? I said no, I'm not going to recruit anybody into this thing. It happened when I had one of the members who had recruited some people under him complaining that the money on their online account that they had given to them was refusing to be withdrawn. Unnecessary delays, unnecessary excuses. In short, things were not clear. That's when I understood that I was really scammed. I felt a lot of pain, not just because I lost money, but because I failed to believe in my feelings. I ignored my feelings and doubts. That's when I realized that my feelings and doubts were telling me the reality, but I ignored them because of, the promises they are making to us. And this friend of mine who took me there, the way he was confirming to me, even if it was you, no way you would escape this. This is the part most people don't talk about. These schemes don't just take your money, they convince you to doubt the reality and start believing in things you don't even understand. This is because the promise of quick success and excitement sounds louder than the reality. And once you start believing, it is very hard for you to even ask any question. Now, here is the key takeaway. If someone invites you to an opportunity, especially which promises quick wealth without working hard, please analyze it with maximum intelligence, make your research, take your time, and most importantly, if it is unclear, if it is ununderstandable, if you fail to understand how it works and it makes you double-minded, please don't ignore your doubts and feelings, because ignoring them has a cost. Not only money, but friends, relationships, etc. You can actually develop an enmity with people, because imagine you have invited someone into something like this, and after inviting them, for them they fail to invite others. How do you think they are going to recover their money? So what follows, it is exactly an enmity between you and those people you have invited. So that's why I say you have to be careful with these things. I know they are still there. Alright, if the story made sense to you, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Perhaps you can share it with your friend, because you might save someone from being scammed. Stay tuned. More amazing and informative content like this is coming your way. Good luck.